So you pull it out of the packaging. There's obviously a bit of bubble wrap, and then this is the vault. Yeah, I'm going to open these up now. Overall, first thoughts is that they are super pretty. They don't have many transitions, but that's because I think the original Jaclyn Hill palette has heaps. Okay, so we're going to open this up. I got the big set, all inclusive. Look, that's the eye set. I'm going to go through this individually as well. Yeah, so I think this is where it cut out. I'm so excited for this brush here. I don't actually own it. Some of these I kind of already own. Never have too many brushes, right? So this is the one that's like the M533, I think it is. But that is pretty different to my M553. I don't have mine with me, but I'll show you when I get home maybe that they're a little different. It's not a bad thing, but I'm just pointing out in Jaclyn Hill's video when she was going through it, I thought she said that this was an exact, like, sort of replica, except in her collection, but it's just a little different. It still feels like it's going to be really cool though. So, and this one, she said she worked on this one a lot and it does feel great, but I don't see too much difference in the brush in comparison to this one, which is the M526. Again, not a bad thing, just pointing it out. I did have my suspicions that it would be pretty similar. Maybe it's just slightly different. Maybe it's thicker, because this one's all spanned out and skews the dirtiness. I also have this same one in the rose gold collection too, so, which, yeah, just thought I'd... This one is the Jaclyn Hill JH07, pretty much like their other highlighter brush like this, except with elite brushes, which is cool, so happy with those. Put them back in there, but it's also like the Sigma F35, and like I said, they have their own... Before it cut me off, yeah, that's the Sigma F35. That's the new Jaclyn Hill one. So now we've got the JH, wow, that's impossible, 09 highlighter brush. Again, this is pretty much a remake of the other ones of theirs they have, but I don't have it with me to show you, so I'll do that when I get home. Blush brush, JH04. I'm a fan of natural hair brushes for blush brushes, so this one probably isn't going to shoot to my favourites, if I'm being honest. I am so excited for this one. I literally don't own a powder brush that is this big, and I like a big powder brush because you just need to get your whole face really quickly. JH07. Oh, it's huge. I can't even describe to you how. I am excited for this one. This is a contour brush. It's the JH05. I own a brush like this, but it's synthetic, and I would like it in a more natural type hair. So this one is a little bit more natural, so I think that's going to be good, that one. Now we've got the JH06. I think on her video she said she uses this one to dust off her under eye bake. I don't have anything like this, so I'm really excited. I always wanted to buy the MAC one of this, but just, yeah, never got around to it, so I'm excited about this one. Now we've got the JH08. This one is going to be one of my favourites because the E8 is literally my ride or die. Like, sorry it's dirty, but I'm on holidays, so that's why I keep saying that. Yeah, I'm going to love this one. Honestly, I love this for everything. Mainly, I have quite a few blemishes on my face, and I use the Cover FX 100% pigmented custom cover drops to cover them up, and I use this brush to apply that. Interesting that it's a bit shorter. I really like long handles, but I guess that's maybe so it can fit in that, maybe. Keen for this one. This one is the JH10. I just want to do Jaclyn Hill's technique with doing the bake to cut your eyeshadow. Keen and clean it all up on the edge. Oh, excited. Now we've got the JH35. Now this is different to the R37 and the M433. I will show you. So the Jaclyn Hill one is much squarer and much flatter, and you might think that, oh, it'll fluff out, but it's different in the hairs. See how the hairs I just go straight up on Jaclyn Hill's ones, but on Morphe ones, they're not necessarily a bad thing, but I really love the R39, so that's why I am saying that, because I'm just like, I wouldn't have changed it at all. Now we've got the JH31. Love it. It's very similar to the R37, and that is one of my ride or dies, so I'm pretty keen. It's almost maybe more pointy than the R37, which I'm happy about. I'm excited for this one because I don't actually own a natural bristled pencil brush, which I think would just be great because I really don't have a ride or die under eye blender. I have under eye blenders, but I don't really have a ride or die. Now we've got the JH36. I have many that look like this at home, so I'll do a comparison when I get home. These aren't my favourite, these type. I prefer the ones with a point, like I was saying with a point when it cut me off. Like those ones have a point, or the R40 has a point, which is bigger. So, yeah, it's good to have, but yeah, I probably won't lean towards this one. I am excited for this one. I don't own one really like this. I'll show you in comparison in a second, but this is the JH40. Currently, for doing the outer crease or my bottom lash line, I'm using the Sigma E45, and I have always felt like I could do a downsize, and this is what this is. It's just smaller, so that's great. I'm excited for that. This is the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH41. Really excited for this. Great for packing on shimmer shades. Similar, if not the same, to the MAC 242. Don't have with me, but we'll do a comparison soon. Now we've got the JH30, which is very similar to an R40. So let me just check that they're the same size. Yeah, the JH brushes seem to be a little bit smaller, shorter. Now we have the JH39. I really like this, the little pencil brush. She's done really well with the small definers in this collection because I don't own one like this. Well, actually I do, but I'm keen for this one anyway. I do own one similar to this, but again, this one is smaller. I didn't even pack my pencil brushes with me because, yeah, I don't use them because they're not small enough. This one is smaller, so it's going to be great for your inner corner highlight. Now things just got interesting because I opened up two more packages and they look really similar to ones that are already in the collection, which I am fine with because I am a firm believer, same as her, that you need multiples of or variances of the same thing. So the one I just unpackaged is the JH37, and I had already packaged the JH31. So this is them. Not too much different. This one's probably just a little bit more round. This one's a bit fatter and fluffier. And these ones are comparative to the R37. Once they fluff out, I reckon they'll look a lot like the R37. These ones are the JH35 and 33. 35 was the one I'd already packaged and told you it was different to the R39. This one is pretty much the R39, so I'm happy with that because I love the R39. I would have as many as you can. And that's the collection. And now we've got the JH37. Again, don't see myself leaning towards this one too much because it's got that like not pointed tip on it. Just a slight variance between them, which is great. So I just pulled out this one, the R34, that one there, and it's comparative to two others as well. Mainly the first one there, they are comparative to the JH31 and 32. And now we've got tiny little flat shader. This is JH47. I don't always find too much use for these. Maybe you're in a corner or highlight. So final thoughts are I'm really impressed for how much you get for your money. This is a lot of brushes, like a lot. And is it bad that I almost wanted it as well for this case? Because I like the brush cups because you can stand your stuff up in them, but they just do not hold that much brushes. This holds a lot, which is great. Or anyone that wants like an all-inclusive brush set, even if they're not obsessed with Jaclyn Hill, like they should get this brush set. You've got everything you need except an eyebrow brush. That's the only thing I'll say. If I were talking to someone that doesn't own any makeup brushes, I would say all you need is this kit, a beauty blender and an eyebrow brush, and you're good to go tool-wise.